and also GMS. We're here once again another Saturday to do another here in New York City. So we're going to kick it off with Amos chapter 3, verse 1.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 1. It says, "Hear this word that the Lord hath spoken against you, O children of Israel."
Yeah, so who's the Bible written for, man? The children of Israel. And who's the children? Dark skin, Negro, Negro descendants of Americans. We look like so-called Latinos, man. And we look like West Indians, the Israelites. To the prophet Amos, Amos to the prophet, who the Lord chose and spoke to the nation of Israel, man.
It says, "Hear this word that hear this word that the Lord hath spoken against you, brought up from the land of Egypt, saying."
Most High like telling Israel what he did for us, man. And nobody could deliver us from Egypt but who? The Most High. And who did the Most High use to deliver us from Egypt, man? Moses. Moses was a Levite. In no way Israel could deliver themselves under Pharaoh, man. But back then, man, Egypt was a very rich and powerful kingdom, man. And only how most I could have taken us out of the hands of Pharaoh, man, was a prophet, man. Moses. Every time you read the scripture, the Lord gonna keep bringing it up. I'll deliver you out of the hand of who? The house of Egypt, the house of bondage. And what is modern day bondage, man? Here in America. America and modern day Egypt. America is all full of bondage, man. So the Lord is the one that brings us out of Egypt. And the Lord going to bring us out of where? America.
That's right.
Yeah. Real quick, man, after you said that, it's Jeremiah 16. It says, Jeremiah 16 and 14. "Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt, but the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north."
Yeah, because when we left Egypt, man, we went to where? We walked to Israel. And the land of the north, what's the land of the north? What is the north? If you look at a map, man, what is the most northeast map nation? America. On the west side, or the west side of the map is America. How did the Lord brought us here in America, man? In the Americas, America, and the different South and Central, and in the islands through slave. When we broke his laws, statutes, and commandments that he gave to Moses, man, the Lord Sinai. So the only dark-skinned people, man, came over here, man, on those slave ships. Wasn't those goddamn so-called Jews, man. Only the people of Israel. And before we came over here, man, the Negroes, our brothers was over here already, man. But they know Moses, Salaki, they know Solomon, man. I sent these Africans over here, man, to collect gold, silver, ivory, different type of animals. So they know they was over here. So they came over here first, man. And the so-called white man say they discover America. Our brothers that are the Native Americans, man, those are our brothers, man. The Latinos, those are our brothers, man. So they was over here first. Then the Most High bring us in, bring all the 12 tribes over here, man. The Most High gonna start judging this place, man, really soon.
Back in Amos 3 and 1, "Hear this word that the Lord hath spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family."
Or sons of Israel, man. So who's the Lord talking to? The sons first. He ain't talking to the daughters. Because the Lord talking to the sons and the sons of their family. And if you're back in the land of Israel, man, and if you wasn't under slavery, you were supposed to teach our people, man, what the Lord did to us, man, and how he delivered us out of Egypt. But we're going to do it. We're also going to teach our kids, man, the kingdom of heaven, man. Hoping we be the first fruit. So we're going to be teaching our children, man, how the Lord deliver us from this terrible place, man, America. And America's going to be the new holiday, man, the high holiday, holiday of spirit.
That's right.
It says, says, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have my nations, man, and the Lord chose one nation. And we were the smallest nation, man. But we said unto the heat, we was the smallest nation, man, like a mustard seed. When you plant a mustard seed, man, mustard seed is very small. When you plant a mustard seed, the shaft, the most have varieties, man. So we got Israelites, different shades of color, different texture of hair. So the most like varieties, man. So the Latino, we all got the same father, man. How it shot.
Yeah.
It says, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities.
So the Most High punishing us, man. The Most High punishing all the nations, man. All 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, man. We all going through the same thing, man. If you look at it in Panama, in Jamaica, in Guyana, America, you know, in New York, we all going through the same thing, man. We all killing each other, man. You don't see so-called Jews killing each other. These Gooks, these Edomites, the East Indians, they don't be killing each other, man. The only one that be killing each other, man, the only one that hate their brothers, man, is who? Us. The Mexicans, the Brazilians, man, we be killing each other, man. On the West Coast, us here in New York City, man. You know what? We under the curses, man. Most I say gonna put a brother against a brother, man. The father against a father, and a sister against a sister, man. Those are the curses the Lord put on us, man. For breaking the laws, the statutes, and commandments. Another reason why the Lord did that for, man. Back in the time when the Lord, Yahweh Shai was on the cross, man, the 2/3 said crucify and crucify, man. Let the blood be upon us. So that's how people, you see people on the streets, homeless or crippled, man. Those are the ones that say crucify and crucify, man. Mosai can never forget, man. Mosai ain't like a man. A man gonna forget you, man. But the Mosai never gonna forget what he did to his sons, what he did to the prophets, the vengeful power, man. What he did to his son. Look at Ezekiel chapter 2, verse 1.
Ezekiel chapter 2, verse 1. And he said unto me, Son of man, stand upon thy feet, and I will speak unto them
On the street corners, man. Some brothers go there on Sunday, some brothers go on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Nobody won't sit on Friday, Saturday. That's a commandment from the Lord, man. You gotta go over there, man. What there's nobody out there, what there's millions of people out there, man, watching us. Because we got the angels out here, man, watching us, man, seeing what we do with and taking it back to the Most High, man. Saying these guys is out here, man, on another Saturday, man, doing the word of the Lord. They want to hear the word of the Lord, but they're still out there, man. People ain't listening into them, man. But the Lord got his angels looking at us, man.
Right.
And we set up upon our feast. The Lord told us to set up upon our feast, man. That's outside on the street corners, man. To bring the Lord's elect and condemn the 2/3, and condemn the Edomites and the different nations. That's the job of a prophet, man.
It says, the Spirit entered into me when it says, and the Spirit entered into me when he spake unto me and set me upon my feet, that I heard him that spake unto me.
But sometimes you come on the camera, you ain't got the energy, man, but the Spirit of the Lord come into you, man.
Yeah.
And you start preaching, you start saying, you start being strong, man, because that's the Spirit of the Lord. But back then, man, Ezekiel was scared of the 2/3 of Israel back then, man. But they were a bunch of hard-headed niggas, man. They want to get what Ezekiel at the head of them. So the Most High say, go over there, man, for the Spirit of the Lord upon you. Because Israel don't want to hear the word, man. They want to be wicked, they want to do their own laws, they want to serve their own gods that they made with hands. So the Lord sent Ezekiel out here, man, to confront the 2/3, the wicked niggas, man. And he speaks to the last people.
It's Isaiah 61:1. The Spirit of the Lord appointed me to preach good tidings unto the meek.
And so was the meek. The meek is Israel, the lowly of Israel, man. The meek is the lowly ones. The ones you see are looking for help, man. Those are, we are the meek. We are the meek, man. So that's why we out here, man, to preach unto the meek. Because we was once out here, man. We was looking for, we was wondering, man, and we hear the apostles and the elders, man, and we start wondering. You know, we got to do the job that the apostles and the elders told us to do. We got to be out there teaching the weak, right?
It says, He hath sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty to the captives.
But we was once brokenhearted, man. The two-thirds of Israel, the elect, we is brokenhearted, man. So the Lord sent us out there, man. To preach on to you, man, to give you good tidings, man, and to give you good news. What's the good news, man? Chariots of the Lord is coming very soon. We got Jacob's troubles is coming, man. The Lord's gonna deliver us. Family is coming, race war. We almost at the end of this world, man. In America, we're gonna go into Iran. We're gonna be destroyed. So that's the good news. For who? For the elect, man. But we got bad news for the two-thirds, man, and you other nations. So that's a general prophet, man.
It says to proclaim liberty to the captives and the opening of the prison to them that are bound.
Yeah, so the captive or the prison, they didn't mean to ask for a prison, man. They mean they're trapped. They got people with different religions. They don't know where to go. But once you pray, once the apostles and the elders, and the Bible is for you, man. The Apocrypha and the Bible is for you, man. They didn't start believing, man. You go to your Israelites, they start believing in the chariots, you start praying in the Hebrew, man. You follow the Lord, the so-called black man, the sons of black men. The Israelites, so-called Negro and Latinos, man. Then you start coming over here, man. And then you start keeping camp. That's the job of a prophet, man. Whatever part if you're over there by yourself, you gotta teach by yourself. You gotta teach by yourself. If you're two other brothers or one of the brothers, man, the Lord is always going to be with you, man. You go over there and preach. The Lord says to go to Ezekiel, Jeremiah, Isaiah, Yahweh Shah. The Lord always kept the prophets back, man. How does the Lord do it, man? He got the angels keeping the prophets back. The worst crime in Israel, man. You kill a prophet, man, or apostles, or a disciple of the Lord, man. Well, that's the worst thing you can do back then. The Lord going to journey from generation to generation, man, if you kill a prophet, man.
Back in Ezekiel chapter 2, verse 2.
Real quick, I got two. And this is Proverbs chapter 1. Because you said the Spirit get on us. Proverbs chapter 1, verse 23. Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my Spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you.
The Lord spoke, the Lord put his Spirit onto us, man. The Lord got us going into the Greek and into the Hebrew. Back in the world, man, we never been into the Greek, into the Hebrew. Most of us, I never read the whole book in my life. The scripture was one of the first book I ever read, man. The Apocrypha and the Bible, man. So that's the Spirit of the Lord coming in us, man.
Yeah, that was it on that.
Yeah, man, to reprove who? The wicked.
Yeah, there was another one.
Yeah, the Spirit of the prophet, the prophet.
I got you. I was gonna bring out, ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Nah, that was it. Ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free.
Yeah, so we gonna know the truth, man. The elect are gonna know the truth, man. And the truth gonna set us free. But there's no lie gonna tie us up in this world, man. Already watching the news, man, during the week. We ain't panicking, man, like our whole family. Right now, our family is panicking. They gotta wear masks to go everywhere. They say they're gonna start, mostly people gonna start buying back a whole bunch of shit at the grocery store, water and food. They're gonna be start buying bulk buying. They think they're gonna have a second wave for the month of October or November. But we ain't panicking, man. The Lord said they're gonna have who? They're gonna have the elect back. And if you're gonna believe in family, man, the Lord also gonna protect the believing families, man. So we ain't gotta worry about the Lord giving us water or food to eat, man. We're putting the shelter over our head. The Lord's gonna do it for us. But the prophet the Lord made, that's a promise the Lord made to us, man. When we forsook everything, man, and came into the truth, man.
Back in Ezekiel 2:2, the Spirit entered into me, and he spake unto me, and set me upon my feet. That I heard him that spake unto me, and he said unto me, Son of man, I sent thee to the children of Israel.
The Lord sent us The Lord sent us to the children of Israel, man. The same thing the prophet Ezekiel doing back there, going to the tribe of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Was the same thing we're doing today, man. We're here in New York City, man, prophesying unto your people. We put them on the head. You're a bunch of hard-headed niggas and Latinos, man. I ain't even gonna call you Israelites, we don't hear the word of the Lord.
It says, to a rebellious nation,
Israel is more rebellious than the so-called women. They want to fight you. They want to kill you, man. You don't tell them that the so-called, you don't tell them they're Israelite. Like that's the worst thing we're going to tell them, man. You're Israelite, man. They want to fight you for today. You're Israelite, man. Which means what? We are the sons of the Paul, man. We are the sons of the Paul, man. We are the closest thing to the Most High. And you know Paul is that, man. We're the closest thing to the Most High and his son Yahushua, man. They don't want to hear that, man. They want us to keep doing the wicked ways.
Yeah.
They're stuck in the wicked ways.
it says, to a rebellious nation that have rebelled against me. It says
They've been rebelling against the Lord since what? Since during the time of Moses, man. Since during the time of since when Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man. When Abraham sins in Egypt, and the Lord took us out of Egypt and made a promise. He gave us to rule over these different nations, man, and riches. And Israel still buck up against the Most High, man. And they want to serve their own gods, man. And the Most High set up who over there, man? King David and King David's son, King Solomon, man. We had other nations, man. You know, beautiful, the land of Israel was back then. During the time of King David and King Solomon, man. And Israel was still bucked up against the word of the Lord and his prophet, man. That's why we are in the condition we're in, man. We live in the projects, man. We got roaches and rats, man. We got our own family coming against us, man. We got a cops shooting us along in the streets. We got homeless people in the subways, man. Because we rebel against the Most High, man. So the Most High will forget us for rebelling against him, man.
It says, they and their fathers have transgressed against me.
Yeah, if you believe, man, we are all fathers, man. Or reincarnation. We've been here multiple times before, man. Back in the third and fourth generation. The generation was about 40 years. So back then, the Lord said, ye and your fathers, man, ye rebel against me. The Lord know your spirit, man. The Lord know that spirit. The Lord know rebellious spirit, man. And the Most High, he knows the righteous spirit. So the Lord will condemn you, the rebellious spirit, man. You're going to lift up the righteous spirit. The Israelites is a bunch of rebellious nation, man.
Yeah.
It says, even unto this very day, for they are imputed, it says, for they are the imputed children and stiff-hearted.
2020 when Israel is still on it today, man. If you go on YouTube, you go on Instagram, you go on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, any Twitter, man, gonna saw rebellious these niggas is, man.
Yeah.
Niggas ain't these bitches. They want to do what they want to do, man. They want to put on false head. They want to put on men want to be faggots, homosexual. Women want to rule the man. The house is on order. The kids is ruling the house. So the Most High is the one that destroyed our household, man. And destroyed our people. And tell us into the degenerate plan. Because we still for the gods. And we forsake the Most High.
Real quick. This is Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 22. My people is foolish. They have not known me.
Yeah, this is the Most High. I thought you said the Most High is all about love. Most High called us as the Most High speaking.
Yeah.
Through the prophet Jeremiah, man. So the Most High, you don't know the Most High's name, but you want to serve Caesar Borgia, man, or you want to serve Allah, or you're going to be an atheist. You say God don't exist, man. You believe in Darwin Terry, which is bullshit. You believe in Scientology, man, which is bullshit. You want to be a black, or you want to follow the bad country's movement, man, which is bullshit. The only stuff got prophecy, man, is the Bible and the scriptures. The scriptures got the mark of the beast. They got America. They ain't see America. There's America. There's Russia. There's Iran. There's NATO. There's EU. There's the mark of the beast. Everything is in the scriptures.
Right.
It says they are Sodom's children,
They're very stupid, man. Israel, the nation of Israel, man, the two-thirds, man, they're extremely stupid people, man. So they want to do what they want to do. They always say they never want to take the law, man. They don't want to take the right law.
It says, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge.
So niggas know to sell drugs, they know to pimp hoes, you know to kill each other, man, you know to set their brother up, man. But tell them the name of the Lord, man. Tell them the Lord's asking what tribe they're from. They ain't know what tribe they're from. What's the wickedness, man? They exceed in being wicked. They exceed in being homosexual, man. They exceed in being transsexual or lesbians, man. Or butch. I said, you don't see lesbian bitches, man. They look dead. Even though the wicked people, man, they want to be pastors, they want to be Christians, and they still want to be Israelites, and the Lord is the so-called black man. They can't get it, and they be going to seminary school, man, for over 20 years, but they can't get it. Man. The Most High is blinded the two-thirds, man, and the Lord already condemned the two-thirds already, man. They ain't already the two-thirds when we say, but the Most High still got the doors of mercy, man, open for the elect. And the Most High know who the two-thirds is, man, and He knows who's the elected. But we don't know it, man. We don't know it.
Jeremiah 5 and 23. It says, but this people have a revolting and a rebellious heart. It says, they are revolted and gone.
They revolted and gone, man. That was like a revolt. They always want to do they Israelites doing their own thing, man. If you tell them the so-called, if you tell them that the Israelites know, I'm a black man, African American, I'm a West Indian, man. I'm a Spanish. I'm a Spanish. Spanish is the language. America is an explorer that discovered America. So all different stuff you want to call yourself, and you refuse to call yourself anything.
Right.
So, verse 24. Neither say they in their heart, let us now fear the Lord our power.
Yeah, say in their mind, let us fear. Us up here, man. We fear the Lord, the power, man. And the GMS brothers see through the four corners of the earth, man. We fear the Lord. That's why we see us out here, man, coming on here doing the shows. We don't want to be home, man. Doing what? Doing shows on the computer, man, playing games, watching sports, hanging out. No. We fear the Lord. We never saw the Lord in these bodies, man.
Right.
In this lifetime, but we know the Lord exists, man. But we fear the Lord, man. We fear our Father. We fear our Heavenly Father, man. Or we fear our Heavenly Brother.
Right.
So Yahweh Shai and His Father Yahweh. That's how we ought to do in the work of the Lord, man.
That's it. Neither say they in their heart, let us fear the Lord our power, that giveth rain, both the former and latter, both the former and the latter.
Every time it rains, man, the first drop of rain that falls from the sky, that's from the Lord. That ain't from Mother Nature, man. The Lord, if you see a hurricane, a storm, an earthquake, the sun is shining, man, the Lord wakes you up in the morning time. That's the most sun, man. That's wakes you up in the morning time. And there's no such thing as free will, man. All people like saying that bullshit, man. There's free will I could do what I want to do because we only live once. You've been here multiple times before. You only live once, man. That's bullshit and so far even teaches. It
says that giveth rain. It says that giveth rain, both the former and the latter in his season. He reserveth unto us the appointed weeks of harvest.
Only one power in the whole world, man, in the whole galaxy. Only one power in the whole galaxy could change the season, man, from winter, spring, fall, or summer. And each season got like 4 months for a season. Only one person could do that, man. Only one power could do that, man. Most High, the whole. That's why we faith, man. Ain't no such thing, I said before. Mother Nature ain't no such thing as Mother Nature. In different part of the world, there's only 2 seasons in different part of the world. Either hot or rainy season. Rainy season, there's rainy season and there's sunny season, man. Depending on what part of the equator line you is, man. There's different seasons in different countries. That's the power of the Lord, man.
It says, verse 26, verse 25. Your iniquities have turned away these things,
Your sins upon sins upon sins, man.
and your sins have withheld good things from you.
Yeah, your sins, man. I withheld good things from who? The 2/3. And we sin every day, man. For the Lord forgive us, man. The Lord knows we in the flesh. But the 2/3, man, they want to sin upon sin upon sin. And they don't give a damn about the Lord, man. They want to do what they want to do. Man, because they don't believe in God. They believe in their own self. Most of these people want to believe in, they believe in themselves
Yeah.
before they believe in the Most High, man. They
Yeah.
believe in the Bible.
That was it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
I got something. 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 16. For though I preach the gospel, I have nothing to glory of.
Don't we speak the gospel, man. We ain't got shit. In the kingdom, in the kingdom of heaven, man, we're gonna be glorifying, man. But here, in this bullshit ass American society, this Roman, Greek society, man, this Westernized society, is almost on the floor, man. Not just these places, man. The roads is falling apart, man. The business is falling apart. Every minute there's a water main break. There's erosion, man. There's earthquakes in diverse places, man. We don't want to be here no more, man. So that's why we don't glory in what we're doing here. So,
For though I preach the gospel, I have nothing to glory of.
but don't we preach the gospel? We ain't glory, man, because that's what the Lord set us up to do, man. Preach the gospel.
He is laid upon me.
Man, whatever we want, sometimes we need something, man. And we ain't got the money for it, man. And the Lord provided for us, man. If you need to pay a bill, if you need to pay a car note, if you need some clothes, we'll put a roof over. If you need some water to drink, man, if you need a couple of dollars, man. If you got bad health, the Lord gonna help us, man. If you need herbs, the Lord is gonna provide whatever you want, man. So, but we gonna see us crying out to another God, man, Caesar Bourget, or crying to ourselves, or crying to who? Crying to Caesar Bourget, or these fake gods, or these fake ass Hindu gods, man, or these Japanese gods. You don't see us doing that. Only one God we're gonna cry on to, man. The Yahweh Shai and his father, Yahweh.
For necessity is laid upon me. Yea, woe is unto me if I preach not the gospel.
Yeah, woe, condemnation, man. Woe, condemnation. If we say we're gonna stop preaching the gospel, man, we're gonna end up like those guys who was once a part of GMS, once a part of the old school. Condemnation come upon them, not only them, upon their own faculty, man.
Yeah.
But they refuse, they turn their back on the Lord. They refuse to speak, because of the sinners, man. They refuse to speak what the Lord told you to do, man. Go all day in the highways and the byways, man. That's all we gotta do, man. Every Sabbath. The apostles been doing it, man, for over 30 years. So we're gonna continue doing it, man. If our body, man, gotta come over here, man. And think about his name. That's the Jehovah's prophet. What is people out here, what is nobody out here? That's the Jehovah's prophet.
It says, woe is unto me if I preach not the gospel. For if I do this thing willingly,
How do you know you were doing it? You ain't complaining, man. You and son walk, you ain't complaining to a brother like, damn, what, I gotta come over here again, I gotta do shows during the week, I gotta meet different brothers, I can't do it. I can't do it. You gotta keep making excuses. Those guys are back in the world right now, man. They can't make them excuses. Once you gotta try and do it willingly, man. If you can't do it willingly, man, what you gotta do, man, is pray to the Lord, man. Pray to the Lord. Lord, please help me to do this willingly, man. I wanna come over here, I wanna do shows. I wanna be more with the brothers, man. The Lord will bless you.
for if I do this thing willingly, I have a reward.
Yeah, what's that reward? Reward if you and your family believe, man, the Lord got a reward for you, man. That's the kingdom of heaven, man. Rule over Israel, the righteous. I rule over these different nations, man. I rule these different galaxies. That's the reward that Yahweh Shai got. Who the one we call Jesus Christ God for us, man. But if you don't do it, man, you're gonna be condemned. You're gonna be destroyed. Here in America, man. That's it.
Salvation.
Yeah.
Salvation is a part of that reward.
And salvation is very close, man. All salvation is right around the corner, man. You can see, when you watch the news, man, you can see all salvation is right around the corner, man. If we got guys going back in the right now, man, if we got guys in different guys in the camp for the four corners of the earth, man. This is a very bad time, man, to go back into the world. You want to get a degree, you want to marry, you want to get a house, you want to get a family. Now, it ain't a time to be doing that, man. You already got a family already, man. You already got a spiritual family already. You already got a brothers is in family, man. You ain't got to go to school, man. The only school we got is the scriptures. That's the only school we got to follow. We got one school master, Yahweh Shai for the school master.
But if I do this thing willingly, I have a reward. But if against my will, a disposition of the gospel is committed onto me.
You know what, brother, that's always on to, like, damn. I know if I was once in the people when he was like that, you always complaining. As soon as I gotta be a cancer early, I gotta be sure during the week. So the Lord gonna take, you ain't doing it willingly, man. So the Lord gonna find a way to root you off, man, and send you back into the world. So you can't come back to the truth, man. So you tell you you're back on the Lord, man. And you tell you back on the brotherhood. So the Lord don't want you back for what you did.
That was it.
It's Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 17. The Son of Man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel.
Yeah, the Lord made us watchmen unto the house of Israel, man. Unto the 2/3 and unto the elect. So we are the watchmen, man. Watchmen Shemar in the Hebrew. So whatever the Lord says, Shemar watchmen. So whatever the Lord says to tell the people, man, you gotta tell the people. Go back in the ancient world, man. You gotta go into the watchtower, man. Watch is gonna come to the city. So the Lord has made us watchmen unto Israel.
Quick precept. 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 32. And the spirit of the prophets are subject to the prophets.
So whatever the Lord says is going to happen, man. So you got to prophesy. You prophesy the going for the merchant, mark of the beast, man. What's hot in the news? We got Donald Trump, got the so-called coronavirus, man. So we watch on the news, man. So we all keep telling your people. You didn't see it, man. They say Donald Trump or the so-called COVID-19 diseases, man. So that's the job of the prophet, man. To tell the people and break it down on them and tell them what to do.
Yeah, if you was a prophet back in the days, like the brother brought out earlier, if you was doing this, if you was back then in the ancient world during the time of Amos, Ezekiel, prophesying for the Lord, telling Israel what's to come, you're going to be doing the same thing today, like the brother was just building on.
Yes, we want it on, man. You gotta wear a mask. Don't wear no mask while you walk the streets, man. That shit buck over us. That's the job of the prophet, man. We care for all people, man. But if you got to go to the store, go to the supermarket, you gotta wear a mask. You go to the subway, go on the bus, on the train, you gotta, whatever Esau said to do, you gotta do it. When hell come first, man, you ain't be walking the streets, man. I'm wearing a mask. We need oxygen to breathe, man. Whole body needs pure oxygen to breathe. You can't breathe into the mask. That shit is difficult to breathe through, man. If you're gonna go to a store, you gotta follow the laws and wear a mask. So that's the job of a prophet, man. You want the people.
Ezekiel 3 and 17. It's the Son of Man, I have made thee a watchman to the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me.
So the Lord is going to give us warning, man. So you got to warn, whatever the Lord tells us, prophets and watchmen, you got to warn the people.
When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die.
We ain't talking about the wicked of, we ain't talking about the Edomites. We're talking about the wicked of Israel, man. Like the wicked niggas, man. LeBron James, Jay-Z, Denzel Washington. Those are the wicked, they got wicked ass niggas, man. Putting tattoos all over their skin, got wicked ass bitches too, man. And they got wicked ass kids too. The Most High is not to respect their persons, man. The Most High kill all from the year 9 months old or a newborn baby to 99 years old, man. Keep letting people on the news crying for John Legend, baby, I was never born. Saying that shit is so sad. Yo, that's the best shit that happened to the kid, man. Never come to the wicked ass. The kid could have come to here, brother. Homosexual, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, shit all over the news, but that shit was breaking news yesterday, man.
Right.
John Legend was his Sean.
Right.
You gotta read the prophets, man. Prophets, the prophets of the Lord, man. If the prophets of the Lord was on TV, man, read what I've been bringing the news, man, telling you the straight truth what's gonna happen, man.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you the bullshit and fluff news, man. Like John Legend was his baby, doing something dope. This is all bullshit to watch you people, man. It's something because when they bring all that news, man, there's some real news. There's something real shit that happening behind that fake news, man.
It says, when I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speak to warn the wicked from his wicked way.
But that's a joke. We gotta warn the wicked, man. To them why, how, and what from the whole side. You're gonna keep smoking cigarettes, you're gonna die. You're gonna fall shrimp by lobsters, you're gonna die. That's something the whole time.
It says, to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thy hand.
But if you didn't want the wicked, man, the most likely to require the blessing over him, man. So you can let people, shrimp, crab and lobster, man, something in the adultery, man, and stuff with it in the man. That's how
It says, yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness and iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul.
But we want to go die as a iniquity, ain't gonna be upon us, man. It's gonna be his prophets, man.
It says again, when a righteous man doth turn from his righteousness and commit iniquity,
So the righteous man, you got righteous. One side, righteous brings in the camp, and they turn onto iniquity, man. So it's something to go away. Those guys, those ones in the camp, they don't want to be wicked, they want to go back into the world, they want to commit adultery, they want to smoke weed, they want to smoke coke, it's something to this.
it says, and commit iniquity, and lay a stumbling block before him.
The Most High laid a stumbling block before him. The wicked man was once in the truth. That's the Lord laid the stumbling blocks. But you want to be wicked. But you know righteous and you know wickedness, man. So the Lord laid a stumbling block onto you, man, for you to go back into the world.
It says, he shall die, because thou hast not given him warning, he shall die in his sins.
How many guys the apostles said was once in the truth, man, and they died? Once in the old school, and they died. Because they once knew the truth, man. They went back in the world, they want to be wicked, so that's the Lord. The Lord taking him out, man.
It says, he shall die. It says, he shall die in his sin, and his righteousness, which he hath done, shall not be remembered.
Yeah, so guys like saying that, man, like all the righteousness out there back in the world, back when I was in the truth, they're gonna be coming with you, man. The Lord said you already did that wickedness. He wants to know wickedness and righteousness, man. If you choose to do wickedness, the Lord take you out, man. So that's the power of the Lord.
But his blood will I require at thy hand.
So the Lord will require the blood of his blood from your hand.
It says, nevertheless, if thou warn the righteous man that the righteous sin not,
If you want that brother, man, you want a righteous man, tell him he's going off, he ain't gonna sin. But he's righteous.
it says, and he doth not sin, he shall surely live, because he is warned. Also thou hast delivered thy soul.
So a brother might come and warn you, going off. That's the spirit of the Lord coming upon you, man, to deliver that brother. Because the brother's doing something wrong. What's going on? So you gotta warn that brother. But it can't come with drugs, you can't smoke weed, you can't cut your beard off, you can't iron up your hair. That's the Lord, the spirit of the Lord coming upon you, man, to warn that brother. But the Most High is the most High is very merciful, man. The Most High hates being vengeful. The Most High, he hates being vengeful, man. When Israel, the 2/3, man, they want to be so wicked, man. They made the Most High be that way, man. And the Most High been delivering Israel all through the scriptures, man. With the judges, with the prophets, with the disciples, with the apostles, and with his son Yahushua, man. Israel still want to be wicked in 2020 up to this very day. Is that right?
Yeah. I wouldn't say he hate being vengeful. But Israel does make them sad or sorrowful, and then it makes them angry. You know, Isaiah chapter 58 verse 1, cry aloud, spare not, lift up your voice like a trumpet.
Yeah, cry aloud, man. Spare not. Lift up your voice like the trumpet, man. That's why we all here lift up our voice like a trumpet, man. Only to those spare when we said to the 2/3, man, and the people, the wrong people. The Lord told us to come on here and do that, man. We're going out.
It says, lift up your voice like a trumpet and show my people their transgressions.
Israel, we gotta show y'all how you're going off, man. How we gonna show y'all through the Bible, man. How these people get offended, man. We just can't smoke, can't get tattoos, they can't come to the doctor, man. Can't put cotton in the skin. Can't smoke weed. Can't smoke cigarette. No, it's my body. I can do what I want to do. It's my body. It's almost like it's fucking damn. Like you say, it's your body, so you don't bring all these things upon you, man. For being rebellious.
And show my people their transgressions.
Yeah, you want to be a homosexual, you want to be a lesbian, most likely going to give you some terrible disease. That's the most likely going to people diseases, that's what I'm saying. People like saying the devil got them sick. Most, if you say the devil got you sick, most sides of women control the devil, so most sides of the devil get you sick.
In the house of Jacob, their sin.
We sin every day, but we in the flesh. So we telling you people you're going off, man. You don't want to take heed. You want to be on everywhere, man. So more Halloween is coming up. All people across the streets. Y'all went to Home Depot there, brother? Already got Christmas decoration, man.
Yet they seek me daily and delight to know my ways. As a nation did righteousness,
Some of the righteous of Israel. We seek the Lord daily, man. Delight in His ways.
and forsook not the ordinance of their power.
Yeah, so he's supposed to be forsaking the ordinance of power. What's the ordinance? For the high holy days. We can't keep it right now, really. But we in captivity. But back then, all the males were supposed to keep the high holy days, man. That's the ordinance of the Lord. Keeping the Sabbath, the Passover, the new moon, the first feast. That's Israel. We can't do it right now. Giving the first fruit to the Lord. You can't give the first fruit to the Lord no more. We ain't got no farms. We got livestock. We ain't got no gold. We ain't got no silver. We ain't got no land. We ain't got no kids, man. These kids don't belong to us, man. They belong to the government. We ain't got, so all this stuff, the brother spirit is going to come to pass and they kingdom of heaven. Because we once did it back in Israel, but we can't do it right now.
And forsook not my ordinance of their power. They ask of me of the ordinance of justice. They take delight in approaching onto the Most High.
We take delight in the approaching of the Most High, man. We delight in the Most High. Are we delight in the Son? We don't delight us in the circle white man. All these different nations, we take delight in Him. The Most High and His Son, Yahushua.
That was it.
Back in Ezekiel 2 and 5, 4. For they are imputed children, stiff-necked. I do send thee unto them.
Israel is stiff-necked, man. Whatever you tell them, they walk their own way, man. You tell them that up is up, down is down, they won't say no. Up is down, left is right. You won't be wrong to them. You tell them the number 2 is different from number 1, they say no. So the Most High is the one that blinded the 2/3, man. They can't see the truth. The Most High is the one that
Lord, he says, thus saith the Lord power, and they, whether they hear, it says, and whether they will hear or whether they will forbear.
the Most High is straightforward, man. The Most High said talk to Israel, man. And whether they hear or whether they forbear. Some is going to hear the word of the Lord, and some is going to come against the word of the Lord.
It says, for they are a rebellious house.
And more of the Israelites is evil, man. And less of the elect, the righteous is less, and the wicked is more, man. It's always been that way, man. More people like to do wicked, man. unless people like doing righteous, man. That's why the most I got 144,000, man. How many Israelites there is in the world, brother? The Lord gonna shoot 144,000, man. There's billions of Israelites, man. So there's a billion of Israelites that's gonna be put to death, man. Whether it be this year or early next year, man. Most of them is putting these niggas, these spics, and these Latinos, man, to death, man. You're not taking heed unto the Israelites, man. Yo, you've been here since when? Since back in 1969. Our brothers been here, the brothers been One West, the apostles. We've been here. One of your brothers toward the four corners of the earth, man. And these people are still bulking up, man. They ain't taking heed, man. They are a bunch of rebellious people, man.
As yet shall they know that there have been a prophet among them.
It's gonna be too late. Like damn, those guys were telling the truth, man. Those guys on the corner with they say we got to dress and the garments, yeah, they were telling the truth. It's gonna be too late, man. Unless you're like seeking the Lord, Israelites, the 2/3, man, they like praying to the Lord when they're in danger. What they call about the crash, man, they don't call on Jesus, man. The Jesus don't exist, man. That's when Israelites going on the road or out. That's when they're about to go to jail and be sentenced. That's when they like going on the Lord. The Lord said call while he's close, man. Most High, Lord Yahweh Shai, his son, they are very close right now, man. The doors of mercy are still open, man. You can still call on the Lord, man. The Lord is a very merciful power, man. The Lord said, the Lord said bringing judgment upon this America, man, very soon. But the Lord said got mercy for who? As elect, man. The Lord gonna start very, very soon, man. They start bringing famine, man, earthquakes, storms, like you do in California right now, man. Start destroying this place, man. After the bees, famine. Also, the Lord gonna make the final plague the Lord gonna bring upon this place, man. The nuclear missiles, man. On the same time, the most bringing the nuclear destruction upon this place. You know, son, how much the Lord gonna use the chariots to burn you 2/3 up, man, and to deliver who? The elect. The Most High hates you people, man. So the Most High gonna burn you up together with who? The so-called white man here in America.
Verse 6. And thou, son of man, be not afraid of them, neither be afraid of their words.
We are not afraid of you people, man. We wasn't afraid of back you during the time of Ezekiel. We are not afraid of you right now. You know what? We got angels. Each brother got at least 7 angels, man, upon him, man. And it's in the scripture, man. That's why we don't give a damn if you niggas want to fight us, man. You will shoot us. You want to kill us, man. We don't give a damn. But if you kill us, man, we're gonna be back. We up here, man. We don't fear that. We're gonna be back in the chariots, man. So we're gonna say unto Ezekiel, man, don't be scared of these people, man. Don't be scared of these niggas back then, man. These women. Don't be scared of that. But the spread of the Lord is upon you.
It says, of briars and thorns be with thee, and thou dost dwell among scorpions.
Yeah, the Lord called the 2/3 scorpions, man. That's a cursing word. That's what I call you. Scorpion, man. Back then, that's a cursing word, man. So the Lord called you people, these people, that's fighting words.
It says, be not afraid at their looks.
Yeah, so we don't be scared of your words. You don't need some of these niggas like cursing at us and shit. You don't scared of your words. They want to fight us. They came up in our face like they want to fight us. Even the woman, the man, like they want to fight us, man. You know, they want you these brothers in these different countries, man. The same thing we're going through, man. They're going through the same thing in these different countries and these different states. They hate the word of the Lord, man. And these brothers be strong on their 2 feet, backing up everything with the scripture. We doing the same thing, man. We back up everything. We back up everything with the scriptures, man. But we ain't scared of you people, man.
It says, be not afraid of their words, nor be dismayed at their looks, though they be a rebellious house.
Though there be a rebellious house, man, we will pull off a rebellious house, man. So we scared what you say to us, man. The spirit of the Lord, the Savior will be upon who? His prophets, man. Why we gonna protect us, man? So they gotta go there. Some brothers gotta. I never been over there. I never teach on the street corner by myself before, so I can't see how it is, man. But there's brothers out there teach him about himself, man. All they got is what? The camera and the sun and the angels and the Lord watching them. But we never really been out here teaching about. You gotta go there and teach by yourself, man. Say your prayers, man. The Lord gonna guide you, man. When you go to whatever country you're in, whatever city, the Lord will protect you with His angels, man. And don't be scared, man. When you go there teaching of these people, the Lord got your back.
That was it?
Real quick. Ezekiel 3:9, as an adamant harder than flint have I made thy forehead. Fear them not, neither be this rebellious house.
The Lord said, don't be rebellious, man. Don't be scared of them, man. When the forward behind us flip, man, don't be scared. The Lord got us, man. The Lord also controls the 2/3 too, man. The Lord controls the 2/3 of the different nations, and the Lord also controls us, man. So we're supposed to be scared, man.
Back in Ezekiel 2:7, it says, and thou shalt speak my words unto them, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they are most rebellious. But thou, son of man, hear what I say unto thee. Be not thou rebellious like the rebellious house. Open.
So Lord warning us, man, son of man, Israelites, the prophets, prophet Ezekiel, man, don't be rebellious, man, as Israel. Israel is 2/3. Gonna try to get you on their side, man. To rebel against the Lord, but don't rebel against the Lord, man. Don't be cursing on the Lord, man. And don't be blaspheming the name of the Lord. And don't be serving other gods. So the Lord told Ezekiel with that, man. But Israel want to get you to curse the Lord or blaspheme the Lord. So he's going to do that. The Lord covers everything.
So it says, be not thou rebellious like the rebellious house. Open thy mouth and eat that I give thee.
Yes, to open thy mouth and eat thy what I gave you. He ain't talking about actual food. He's talking about the spiritual food.
Yeah, that was pretty much it.
So
This
Lord,
is-
that spiritual food is a breakdown of the scriptures, man. Righteous, a breakdown of the scriptures, the laws, the statutes, and commandments. That's the role the Lord gives us, man. The bitter and the sweet. That's the role. That's not right.
This is 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 12.
I see that.
All right. I'm just going to read it real quick. For the eyes of the Lord are over the righteous, and his ears are open unto their prayers. But the face of the Lord is against them that do evil. And who is he that will harm you if ye be followers of that which is good?
So we gotta follow the Lord, man. The Lord is good, man.
Shalom.
Shalom, man.
Shalom.